Today's video, we're going to be looking at more tables to linear equations. So in the last lesson, when we did level 1, we could easily determine where the y-intercept is in the table just by looking at where x is 0. Now, these are not necessarily going to be as clear where x is 0 or not, but we can figure them out. All right, so let's look at this table right here and try to determine the equation. Now, this one's lined up vertically as opposed to horizontally, but you're still doing the same thing. You're trying to find the change in y over the change in x. All right, so 6 to 9, you notice it goes up 3. And then up 3 from each of these intervals. And these go up 1. So we know our slope is 1. No, excuse me, 3 over 1. There we go. 3 over 1. Now, to figure out what our b is, there's a couple ways you could do it. I can show you the formulaic way, which is maybe will be useful when it's not as easy to predict what the b value is by looking at the trend in the table. So the formulaic way looks like this. You have y equals mx plus b. I'm going to write it over here. We know what my m is. So we plug in my m. That's going to be 3. And we take one of the points, like 1, 6. We know what the x value is. So I'm going to plug that in. And we know what the y value is. So we're going to plug that in. So we plug that into our equation. So we have 6 equals, the m is 3 times 1 plus b. And then we just solve for b. And we get 6 minus 3, which is 3. So that's my b value. So I have my m. My m is 3 over 1, which is just 3. I have my b. So my equation now with this one, you have to type the y equals. Last lesson, I noticed you didn't have to. This one you do. Y equals 3x plus 3. Now, also, you could have noticed, okay, this is plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. That means the next one, I have to go down 3. So if I keep going up here, this would be 3. This would be 0. So that would be our y-intercept. Awesome. All right, let's look at the next one. I think these are all going to start from 1. Let's just double check. Yeah, I think most of these start from 1. Okay, so let's look at this one. Now you could see the trend here. It goes down 5, down 5, down 5. Right? So this is going down 5 over 1. So my slope is negative 5 over 1, which is just negative 5. Now, you could say, oh, there's a 0 right here. That means this is the y-intercept. No, that's where the x equals 0. This is where the y equals 0. This is the y-intercept, actually. The x-intercept is going to be if I keep going on with this trend. So if this is going down 5, down 5, down 5, this one's going to go up 5. So my point up here is going to be 0, 5. If I go in this direction. So then my equation would be, so this would be my b, right? This is my m. So my equation would be y equals negative 5x plus 5. Submit. Boom. Okay, let's look at one more. Oh, yeah. We got to get more with negatives here. -6 to -11. Now, listen, if you don't know the trend, here's what you can do. You just take this number and subtract this number. -11 minus -6. -11 minus -6 is -5. So this is going down 5, down 5, down 5. Down 5 over 1. So my slope is -5 over 1, which is -5. So if I go down 5 over here, I have to go up 5 over here. So when I go up 5, I'm left with -1. And this is going to be 0. So this is my B. This is my M. So my equation is y equals -5x minus 1. And there we go. So again, use the calculator if you're having trouble figuring out the trend. Okay, you notice, okay, this is going down 5. Okay, it's just minus the bottom number from the top number. That's how you would figure out the change in the y values. All right, so work through these problems. If you have questions, let me know. Thank you for watching.